let's get into the recap of this 3-game series with the Los Angeles Angels that did not start well. What I told you was a key to the series: getting into the bullpen and putting the ball in play did not happen in the first game. In fact, the Tigers lost 1-0 when Patrick Sandoval pitched a complete game. Now, he was matched nearly pitch for pitch with Matt Manning, who was phenomenal. But I told you, if you do not get into the bullpen and if you do not put the ball in play, you will lose. And that's what happened in Game 1. Lost 1-0. Shut out again for the season, and you start to wonder, oh man, here we go. And then you turn on to Game 2 on Saturday, and the Angels score quick. They're up 2-0. But the Tigers' offense responded. Only 5 punch-outs. 5 strikeouts on Saturday. Phenomenal. Tyler Alexander did exactly what he needed to do to get these guys in a position to win, and the bats came through. They had timely hitting and only struck out 5 times and won the game 4-3. Then you get to Game 3. Erod against Shohei. Erod came back. Hadn't pitched since May 18th and pitched well. 5 innings, 5 Ks through 78 pitches. 0 runs. Riley Green was the star of the show. He went 2 for 2 with 2 walks. He homered on the first pitch that he saw from Shohei Ohtani. Played it off cool like he'd been there before, like it wasn't that big of a deal. But let's be honest, man. Like, it was a pretty big deal because it was a freaking bomb to the Sparky Anderson number retirement on the brick wall. Like, it was incredible. Ohtani wasn't great, right? He left the game with the virus, but he at least, you got to see on display how good he could be. The movement on his pitches is something that is insane. Just entirely insane. And it's the reason why he's in the MVP conversation every year. You know, this was Mike Trout's first series back, and you know, you saw him got off to a little bit of a start, but you can't keep great hitters down for long. And I mean, he raked. He did well. His team is just not good. I mean, 2 outs, ball hit to the shortstop. He throws it to the third baseman to get the guy at third. The guy's not even on third. He could have just gotten the force out at first. I mean, those are plays that losing teams make. We've seen our fair share. But I have to imagine that there is probably no more of a disappointed fan base than the Los Angeles Angels. You have arguably 2 of the greatest players over the last decade. And arguably, Shohei still has some time to prove, but you for sure have one of the greatest players in the history of baseball in Mike Trout. Shohei's still, he's on that trajectory. And yet you cannot win. How frustrating does that have to be? I know we've dealt with our fair share of disappointments here in Detroit with the expectations that were unmet, but this has to be the worst if you're a Los Angeles Angels fan. You just lost a series to the Detroit Tigers. And our historically bad offense beat Shohei Ohtani in the finale, in the rubber match, which is awesome. It was a clean baseball game. The Tigers have been playing pretty good baseball. That Cleveland series, even though they lost or split that series, lost the season series, and this series with the Angels, they've been playing clean baseball, and you need to play clean baseball when you don't have the best roster in the world, and they've been doing that, and it's been giving them the opportunity to win.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it, you know I be on a what?